Welcome to Soccer Studies, where I study the world of soccer and I share my experience with you. Hopefully, we learn something along the way. Today's video is going to be a reaction. It's not necessarily a raw reaction because I've seen this clip a couple of times now, but I absolutely love it. And it's the clip of Fabregas breaking down Cody Gakpo and his performance versus Poland and just him overall as a player. I personally don't watch Gakpo that much, but after listening to his analysis, I was really impressed and I felt like I was educated. So I kind of want to go through it and just find my favorite parts about it, like some specific key words that he used to describe Cody Gakpo. I think were really cool. Fabregas has been a fresh of breath air, a breath of fresh air in the punditry world. There's a couple good ones out there, but oftentimes I feel like we're left hanging, right? We're not really given the same kind of stuff that Fabregas gives us, especially during this Euros. He's been a highlight for me, so I want to highlight him today. Let's go through the clip, right?
Yeah, he played well in the last game. He is a threat. I think he's a functional player, what I've seen from.
Okay, that's my right there. I knew this was gonna get I knew this was gonna be a different kind of breakdown because he said he's a threat, he's a functional kind of player. So I'm like, functional? Like, I kind of know what functional means, kind of, right? Kind of. But I needed to know exactly the definition so I can put it into my brain and be like, and then compare it to soccer, right? So the definition I have here is designed to be practical and useful rather than attractive. So what does that tell me about Gakpo? So that tells me that he's not the prettiest of players, but he's versatile. He could be used in maybe very different roles on the team. He could work in different positions, different areas of the field. Those kind of things already. He's said one or two sentences, and boom, I feel like I'm learning so much about Gakpo. And if there's any Liverpool or Dutch fans out there, I hope you guys can let me know if how you feel about this analysis, because obviously you guys watch him a lot more than I do. So if it's good, if you guys agree, then that means it's really good, right?
Him at Liverpool, it seems to me that he's a type of player that needs to be told constantly what to do. But
okay, it seems to him that Gakpo is a kind of player that needs to be constantly told what to do. So as a coach, is that a positive thing or a negative thing? I mean, it could be taken many different ways. If he needs to be constantly told what to do, that might mean he doesn't have the greatest attention or focus. But that doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't care or he doesn't try, right? So, if he's the kind of player that just needs that extra motivation, that extra reinforcement, all that means for the coach is that you gotta coach, you gotta do your job.
He's got a great ability. He's not the most creative player.
So I love that, right? The combo of he's got great ability, but he's not the most creative player. That's so cool to hear, because usually I feel like you would just kind of put those two together, right? Like ability and creativity. Like, he's got the ability. He's able to do things, but maybe he doesn't create things. So what does that mean for his teammates and his coach? We need to put him in positions where he is most successful, where he is most dangerous. He's not necessarily going to do that for himself, but if we come up with a game plan or some strategies to get him into those positions, then again, we'll find the best Gakpo.
But he's dangerous. He has eye for goal. He has good movement. He attacks well the space.
Boom, boom,
tries the
boom.
1-against-1, and you could see his big.
Like right there. Let's just listen to that again.
But he's dangerous. He has
dangerous.
eye for goal. He has good movement. He attacks well the space. Tries the 1-against-1, and
He's dangerous. He's got good movement. He attacks the space well. He's got good 1v1. So, I mean, all these qualities, very positive in a player, especially an attacking player. On the wing, I think is his best position. So, just to hear that, breaking all that down, so good.
Improvement in the tournament. And you see here he could have scored more than 1 or 2 goals in the last.
So you see a great improvement in the tournament. So he's a growing player. But he also mentions how he could have scored a couple more goals. That maybe means for me that he needs to be a little bit more clinical
In the last game, but yeah, good goal. Obviously hitting the target, a bit like in the end deflection, but getting into difficult.
I love this breakdown here because you would typically, just from like a random fan or even like some pundits, I'm not going to say any names, but like a goal like that, right? It's easy to just chalk it up to luck. But I love the way that Fabregas explains it, that he says, yes, a little bit of luck in the end, but he got into a good position and he took his chance. Like, just take the shot. He put it on target. And when you do that, you get goals. You can go and shoot and just completely scuff your shot and it could still go in. And the reason why it went in is because you tried to shoot. And that's what Gakpo did. And that's how Fabregas broke it down. Where others you would have heard like, oh, he got lucky in the end. You know what I mean? But you love the analysis here.
Positions, in front of goal to attack the space well. So yeah, he should be key for the Dutch team.
And he just mentions him as a key player for the Dutch team. I just wanted to talk about how great it was to hear something like that when you're watching TV and you get to a halftime or a full time and you hear a proper breakdown, proper analysis of a former player, current coach. The mind on Fabregas is something that I envy and that I want to study and learn from some more. So that's why I made this video. I hope that you guys liked the content. I hope you guys learned something the same way I did. And I hope you subscribe so we could keep coming back for more and do some more of this. All right. Thank you very much. Catch you on the next one.